Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze, and birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. The front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
There we go. And it's still, I unmuted you and it's still, there we go. And now it's looking all
Wait, can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you now. When I
Why
switched,
do you mute me when I mute myself when that plays?
so when I do the when it goes to the music video, it doesn't mute normally when you play videos it automatically mutes the mics, but when you do that I've noticed it doesn't, so I have to manually mute it.
I'm getting to learn the words of that song and I'm actually starting to sing it. You know that, don't I?
I should probably create another song so then I can be like, okay, this morning we'll play this song.
I want one. I want you to create one for me with the drums, Well, I may as well give you the good news for the start of the coffee. You got your coffee? Good, you got your coffee. I've got my coffee. Has everyone got their coffee? Well, I've passed my third out of 4 modules for my counsellor's course.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
See? And they say we're stupid.
I know, right?
So at least one half of us isn't.
It's okay. Don't put yourself down, Mike. I'll do it for you. Don't you worry about that. And I'm also here to pick you back up afterwards as well.
Great. Evo has a smart one and a dumb one. There's me and you. I don't know who would be the smart one and the dumb one in Megan and Tug. We should ask.
Wait, for who?
Megan and Tug.
I'm staying the fuck out of that one, mate. You're on your own on that one.
I'm laughing because yesterday on Twitter, Megan, she had her video taken down because she was talking about how if you get vaccines and there's some problem, you can't legally sue the pharmaceutical company. You have to go to a special court, and you're capped as to how much you can sue for and all this stuff. Congress has essentially given them immunity, and some guy was mad at her and called her a two-bit. I think he called her a two-bit journalist who probably got fired during the pandemic, and I had to laugh. I was like, "Oh, talk about just walking in like an idiot and not knowing anything about her."
That's like throwing a large portion of a cow into a lion's den and going, "Dinner's ready."
Okay, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to talk about one of the shit shows right off the bat, that especially one that I hate talking about. But I want to talk about Stupid Dave. Stupid Dave, he did a video the other day where, all of a sudden, all of these websites popped up. There's one for Harley Grace and there's one for Milltown's Best. And, the one for Milltown's Best was just a domain name. And if you went to it, it automatically redirected to a Don't Bully website. And he went off on Twitter blaming Slug. And, I didn't even know about it. Slug sent it to me. And yeah, he's blaming Slug. And the thing is, like, as someone who, Slug went after me. He went after me pretty hard. That is nothing that Slug did. Like, it's not in his MO. He didn't do that to me. So why would he take this new tactic with Stupid Dave? And the fact that all of these websites spring up at the same time is very, very weird to me. So, like, I was talking to Slug about it, and he's like, "Look, I didn't do this. I didn't make this website." He's like, "That's really stupid."
Oh, that's the message he posted. Slug posted a CC1, didn't he? Oh, by the way, for you mortals, CC1 means a collective call one, so that means he sent out a generic message to everybody in regards of it. Yeah, I remember. No, I mean, no, yeah. Slug made. Okay, we go back to the beginning. Slug made a mistake. He found out that I'm a fucking good sniffer dog, and he found out very quickly. No. I mean, because no, and yeah. Carry on. I've got my opinion to this, but I'll wait until you're done.
Oh no, that's all. I just wanted to address it because Milltown's Best has been attacking Slug for weeks, and I get why he's doing it. He's scared because Slug has messages and emails between the two of them. He's released some of them, and Slug feels very violated about he feels like they misled him about Jeremy, misled him about me, and let him stick his neck out. And that's what I in the military, well, at least in the Marine Corps, we call them sea lawyers. That's what sea lawyers do. They'll be the ones to be like, "Oh yeah, they can't do that. You should do this to them." And
well, I mean, Jabba he's got as much credibility as fucking Kermit the Frog on Sesame Street. Let's be honest. I mean, ever since he sort of made a mistake a few months ago talking about emails, and then suddenly he's, everything that was said about these emails and what he has said and what he stated, then we prove correct. Where, I mean, he's been on this bandwagon, and unfortunately for him, right, he's getting caught out. And this here is he's redirecting his issues and his problems and his mess ups to other people. And who's the best person he can blame?
Yeah,
he can't blame you. He can't blame me. Exactly. So change the baby's nappy, please.
He's just crying.
Yeah.
Message to Dave: get the hell over it. Move on. You want to talk about a guy with a show with no content? Like, They keep saying, "Oh, well, Skipper doesn't have anything to talk about." I don't want to talk about them. Stop giving me reasons to talk about you guys. Stop attacking people.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to do a show about you.
Yeah. I mean, we just want to sit here, scratch our balls, and pretend that we've got a large man sausage and just talk crap. That's what we do.
I had a lot of fun last night with you and me talking with Mr. Coop, and
Oh,
you know,
God,
we
that
were
was
talking about
fantastic.
paracord stuff, which he's got me thinking maybe I should start making these again and actually sell them on the site.
I think you should. I did say that last night. I mean, from what I saw last night and the way you were talking about it and what you were both saying, I think you should.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, especially if you personally hand make it, then there's more reasons for you to do it.
With these, I do hand make them, and I've been doing it for a couple of years. I used to just sell them locally for like my local VFW and stuff like that. Whatever money I made, I just gave to them. Um, but yeah, I might do it because I think they're a fun little thing. I think people like them, and I'll talk with the Boy Scouts because he had some good ideas about making those jigs, and then the Boy Scouts selling them. So it might be a good idea for the Scouts.
And also for Coop as well, because excuse me, he you know the networking. You know, I mean, the guy is freaking talented to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's all. I mean, like, yeah, I think that that's something you can look into. You know, we don't have to jump on someone's coat. We don't have to jump on a coattail and. Oh, did you see how they fell hook, line, and sorry.
Nancy, real quick. Nancy, it's not just Jeremy. Anyone with a big platform, if you attack them, you should expect something to come back on you. And that's where these guys are stupid. They think they can just attack people and nothing will come back. Sorry.
Especially from people like us, because here's the difference between people like us and them mortals. We've got resolve.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's where they're making a mistake. And at the end of the day, there is no reason for us to be dishonest, or it goes against every core value of our being. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm institutionalized. Mike, are you institutionalized?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, pull the, you know, press the other bell. You may get an attention, but no. Last night was, and you know, it was. How can I put it? A very decompressing conversation, to say the least. It was very, very nice. I enjoyed it.
And as for your case, don't you worry. I've argued in front of every judge in the state, often as a lawyer.
I love that.
Oh God! Every time you play that, I just go into hysterical laughter. I can just imagine fucking Bubbles doing that. Hi, I stand it. Yeah, some really good news though. The group or the grap or the depression or whatever the judge's name is, he's removed himself from both the Fabulous Six, and also they got it wrong. They again, Bubbles got the rank of Gregory wrong. It's not deputy, it's corporal.
It triggers me.
The leeches have got to be freaking out. One, because they did not want that to happen and kept saying he didn't have to. Oh yeah, he had to. He 100% had to. And they also don't like that I play Lynette's voice.
It makes me upset.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They don't really have a leg to stand. Well, I mean, tree trunk. I mean, sorry, leg. Look, they don't really have much to stand on, considering that they've publicly now made such a mistake, such a stellar mistake. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well timed for that one, mate. Well timed.
Well, we got 42 people in here on X. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming in and watching.
Hello, X. I mean, people on X.
We got on X.
Say again.
We got to get you streaming on X.
Oh hell no! Listen, you guys took me without my will on YouTube, so there's no way on this planet that I'm going to start streaming. Like I can't. I still have to cope with this bloody place, let alone anywhere else.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes, we do.
It's good to have, as you saw with Megan, it's good to have a backup place where you stream, because when YouTube, you get reports and stuff, and they take your stuff down, then you still have it. Like when they had our one stream where I congratulated Megan and they took that one down, I was just like, oh, hey, go to these other places and watch it. It's still there because they're not going to take it down. So it became the banned episode and people were still able to watch it. And then that encourages people. They're like, oh, why did it get taken down?
Hi, Marlon. Funny you mentioned taken down. Funny you bring that up, actually. I've made a noticeable. Okay, let me get my words right here. I have noticed a pattern with certain individuals, Jabba the Hoot, the Fleas, and obviously people associated to them. Easy. All right, is that they like to report people.
Oh yeah,
and that's one of the reasons I'm not going to monetize my YouTube channel until I decide I'm ready for it.
And Jeremy does false reports and all that stuff. And then what do we find out? Oh yeah, they're the ones doing the reporting, which we knew they were because of Bubbles sending his letter about this show and this channel to YouTube, which they publicized themselves like a bunch of idiots.
Well, not just that, but like that. This was before he met Jabba the Hoot and was basically. From the emails and from the screenshots that we saw in the past, Bubbles didn't know how to do that until he actually met Jabba the Hoot. Because once he met Jabba the Hoot, you can put two and two together. Right after that, that's when he reported Megan. And he left it for 24 hours and then dropped it. So that was just him doing a test.
They go to little Harley Grace.
Oh, bless her. Oh, I would show you my version, but right now everyone's asleep.
Should we do an Amazon wish list for Harley Grace, and we'll put cartons of Marlboros on it?
Yeah. Can we put? I am so needing a petrol lawnmower.
Hey, if they're gonna grift, we should grift.
Yeah, why not? Why should look at the end of the day? If you can't beat them, join them. If you don't want to join them, start your own club. So screw it. Obviously, you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to show any transparency or any receipts. Your voice is your receipt. So, yeah, let's do it. What do you think? Do you think we can make about 20, 30 grand in what, a month or so?
We could if we tried. I understand. I get a lot of messages. The nonprofit could be bigger, and a lot of people have a lot of good ideas. I'm trying to not make it explode because it'll be very overwhelming for me. I'm trying to keep measured growth on it. So, that's the mistake the leeches have done, raising money. And now they're trying to go back and do accountability for it and do 501Cs and all that stuff. I don't want to have to react. I would much rather be ahead of it. So I do appreciate people's good ideas. I do.
I've got one idea for you.
The wrong week. Amphetamines.
After that website popped up and all that information came to the surface, they basically shot themselves in the foot. And hi, Coop, by the way. But here's the thing: we've got AVA that we can do something with. We've got Eric that we can do something with. There's other veterans out there that we can, Uncle Frank, or Floyd, Lloyd. I keep on calling Floyd. Lloyd.
Where's white women at?
So easy. You just sit back down in the back of the classroom, right? Will you stop doing that while I'm trying to be serious? And I hope you choke on your coffee. I hope you fucking choke. Yeah. I think that what we could do is is because at the end of the day, I think they gave us actually a good idea. Thanks very much, by the way, idiots. Is that we pick a veteran, we pick someone, especially specifically a veteran, and we plan a donation run, especially around Christmas, right? Coming up to Christmas. And then we make sure that there's transparency, that we make sure that what people are donating, and we keep a list of that. And then basically on that day, we go, right, it could be Eric, it could be AVA.
All 300 infantry, you made it.
Woohoo! I want to be a drill instructor. I want to cut off all my hair. You don't know what it's like, man, when I was in there, man. You don't know, man. You weren't there, man. You weren't there, man. You weren't there, man. Buku dingy dog, man. Sorry. Oh, there's so many ideas coming into my head right now, Mike. Oh, suit you, sir. Oh, suit you. Oh, suit you.
Good idea, everyone. Good idea. We have in here. Can I sell you guys some essential oils?
You want to go skydiving? No problem, mate. I'll come to your house.
Magic rocks.
I'll get a scissors lift and I'll just push you up.
Actually, as Lisa said, who wants to buy some magic rocks with her damn smoker voice?
Yeah. Oh, talk about rocks. I had a brain fart the other night. Welcome to Twilight Zone, where sight and sound are primary. So, ladies and gentlemen, please come through the door and welcome to the Twilight Zone. Oh, yeah. The fact that they're showing these adult toys and other crystals that have been man-made, a couple of other things have popped up. And have a guess when these things popped up.
Rumble's not showing. Weird. Okay. When did they pop up?
Over 2 years ago. So now it looks like I need to do some, well, not just me, I'm going to try and get a couple of volunteers and do some digging on certain individuals 2 years, all the way back to 2 years. Oh, yes.
How long do you think it'll be before the video that we watched last night will be taken down?
Oh.
Someone done screwed up and they don't know it yet.
Yep. Oh, yes. Oh, are we talking about? Oh, yes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry, my brain had to catch up because I had some good news this morning, so I'm quite content.
Good news, everybody.
Yes. Yes. If you didn't hear, I passed my third module, so I've got one module left, and then I can be someone you can trust and talk to, and you can relax. Tell me everything. Yeah. So. Do you think that someone could get that back to a certain individual? What I noticed?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in the chat this morning.
What one? You mean that one or the other one? The idiot version or the good guy?
Oh, the one who made the video last night.
Yeah, he's probably already sitting there trying to figure out what the hell we're talking about.
They love the show.
Oh God, of course they do.
I don't watch this show. People send me clips, but they love watching this show.
Oh yeah,
and that's okay. I appreciate their support.
Absolutely. Actual fact, I would like to say that I am building a VIP box.
A VIP.
Oh, wait a minute. That sounds like an SOS. Was that an SOS?
No, that's not an SOS. I wish it was.
Can you imagine? Yeah, he messed. Yeah, uh, yeah, messed up big time. Twice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Twice, and on the third, and on the third part,
Oh.
nearly got his face rearranged. That was dangerous. Actual fact, that was very. Oh, did you hear about the mocking that Jabba the Hoot did?
No. What were they
Oh
doing?
yeah. Jabba the Hoot mocked a individual who went to the town hall. Didn't you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he took what we would all hear over here. Basically, he took the mick of a person's speech impediment and thought it was funny to mock him on his stream. Interesting. You know, they will do anything for any type of view.
Did you see that the fence is already a failure?
Oh, please tell me, what am I missing? What did I miss? Look, it's early in.
So, there's already videos coming out of Tubetown, and the fence blocks nothing. They haven't moved any of the cameras at Tubetown. The fence that they raised all that money for and
Yeah.
made a big hullabaloo about, it could still see over the fence.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like I've been saying about the CCTV, technically it doesn't matter if it can see over the fence or not. The best thing is, though, is that, I mean, we're talking about a public road.
It's
And
not
that means,
aimed over the fence. It's aimed at the Tubetown
yeah,
mailbox.
exactly, because it's a wide range lens. Now, at the end of the day, it's not about what you can see over the fence. It's the fact that people can now drive past that property and don't have to throw up in an airline bag when they drive past. You know,
There you go.
that is fantastic. That is just funny. Wait a minute. Is that that's a porta potty?
Yep.
Wait, what do they do? Have like magic?
There it is.
Oh my god! Nothing's changed there. All they did was take all the crap and put it in the back.
They should have put all the money into finishing the house. Instead, here's another picture of the porta potty. Instead, they focus on all the crap that it's like,
Oh
that
god!
isn't what you should be focusing on. Imagine living on this property and you have to use a porta potty.
And the worst thing is, look where it's being placed. So that means the truck that has to empty it, right? That weight is a 7.5 or 3.5 ton truck, needs to drive onto the property, right? And if that thing is full, you're looking at 1/4 of a ton. So he would have to richly empty that into the truck, go and empty the truck, come back, and then pick that up.
And now you have a fence, so the smell, like as the wind blows, it's going to keep the smell in there.
Yep. I mean, I can understand like the fact you don't want people looking in there. I mean, considering that you allow Biscuit Boy and other people to record and have pictures taken of that child, right? But the fact that yes, you should have taken the money and any money that's outstanding or still that's been donated over the last 2 months, invest it into finishing off that building that you've got there.
It looks like a tin cap. Yeah, it's Hooverville, Otter Creek.
Oh god!
And the leeches were trying to say, "Oh yeah, we were there. The smell's coming from the Hudsons." Oh really? Because there's a porta shitter on her property.
Oh fucking hell! I tell you one thing. I really hope that they're not trying to drag the Hudsons in, because if they are, fucking good luck to them. Because I tell you one thing, Joyce won't put up with that shit.
As I always said, when it comes to people like Lynette and mental illness, they always have to have a target. Narcissists have to have somebody to put their blame on. Anything that's wrong with them, they have to project it out onto someone else. And if Jeremy leaves, it'll go on to someone else, and the Hudsons are likely the next target. So if you think that, Jeremy leaving is going to solve anything, no, it won't. It won't.
I mean, like Obviously, but What the Hells has put a message in. They just made a statement. None of the pictures are from Tubetown. I don't know if you saw that message.
No.
Good morning, by the way, guys. I still want to see transparency because the amount, like that fence cost. I mean, 2 months ago they already made a statement in one of their live streams that they needed. I think it was $1,275 or something like that, and someone actually donated the rest of the money because they actually stated that. So that came up to about $4,000-5,000. However, someone's donated another 7,000, so that's 12,000. And then obviously with all the donations and everything else that have gone in over the last 2 months, yeah, where's the transparency? Where's the evidence? I mean, as a donator or someone who's donated, I would like to see where my donation's gone to.
I laugh that they're scrambling to now account for all that money because the cover up is always worse than the crime. Like,
oh yeah,
if they, yeah.
I mean, look, come on, mate. You know as well as I do that they're gonna be running around like a headless chicken in the stores, because they got it's like an inspection that you're gonna have the CO walking into the stores in a minute. He's gonna check all, he's gonna do like a 100% check, and everyone's running around like a blue-ass fly. Of course they're panicking right now. Why do you think they took the site down? Why do you think they're trying to deflect yet again?
Mm-hmm. Aussie Jen, I did see Jeremy and George's comment, and I did put it up. But I'm just, that fence is going to help the smell from wafting onto Jeremy's property, so I am happy about that.
Do we want to discuss about what we discussed last night? What I found?
Well, I do have something. You need to remind me of this later. Remember how they had that picture of a blue truck that they said was Jeremy holding a camera?
Oh yes, yeah.
I think we found the blue truck.
Yes, we have.
And
we have.
Let me just say, I'll show you the evidence, but it looks to me as if it was a setup.
It may. It's like yes. Yes. Yeah. Because the thing is, because I've and Jeremy, I know you're here. I know you're listening, and this is not no dig at you, but I have watched his videos and I have seen that truck. And the color is absolutely, because I know what CCTV does to colors, especially like grays, blacks, blues, greens. I know what it does to that color on CCTV. Right. So yeah, no, that wasn't his vehicle. No, absolutely not.
Portable does mean that they got in trouble dumping poop in gray water. Oh, absolutely. I 100% believe that. I do.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't think their leach field. See, because the way their property is, from what I can tell, their leach field appears to go uphill, and that is not how you want a leach field. You want it going downhill.
I thought a leach field has to be further away from a domestic building.
It again, at the U.S., every municipality is different.
Right.
As to what they're going to allow. Like here, my leach field for my septic isn't even my property. Like it goes out about 10, maybe 15 feet, and it goes onto the property next to mine. And that's perfectly fine because, I mean, it's just water at the end of the day. But the thing is, it should go downhill, because if it goes uphill, guess what? It's water always finds its own level, and it's eventually going to come back downhill. So if you have it slightly going uphill, it's just going to come back.
Right. Interesting. Right. Going back to last night's conversation, section 048 of the 2018 Florida Statute of 784.048. And 77.
Harley Grace is an expert on this.
Excuse me?
Harley Grace, she's an expert on this.
Oh, hi, Harley. Yeah, she is. She definitely is.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, she's here.
Here
You
comes
see
the
that's you see they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like satire. Oh God.
we can name animals anything we want.
Can I ask a question to the what the hells? Can I put a question out to the what the hells? Or to Travis, if you're listening, or if you're ever going to listen to it? Can you please tell me what the distance is from the tarmac of that road to the gate of Tubetown, please? Is it 16 foot, 12 foot? What's the distance from the gate to the main road?
So normally, from my experience, fences have to be from the center line of the road, a minimum distance depending on the road size, and that looks to be from the center line of the road at least 16 foot, I would say.
Right, because I like this early hours this morning. I watched a video from Travis, and I had a look. There's one way you can actually see the ditch. We know where the tree fell over, and it took out some of the fence. Well, I looked at that, and that's about 6 to 8 foot from the fence to the actual tarmac. So if you add another 6 foot because the fence sort of like comes down and then it goes into the right, sort of does like a.
Taz makes a good point. Jeremy just driving down his road makes him a stalker, but yet they, without any purpose, drove by to see who was at the schoolhouse.
Yeah,
but they don't think that's stalking. Oh, that's clearly stalking. It's that 785 talks about without legitimate purpose, I believe, or legitimate intent, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because the thing is, I brought that up the other day because like there was absolutely no grounds. I mean, yes, it's a public road and you can drive up and down it as much as you like. However, but there was under no circumstances was there any reasons to drive past and point out the school, do an about turn, come back down, and then even make a comment in regards to George's car.
That's why I'm glad that you pointed out that video, because I took a copy of that video, so we have it if need be.
Because the thing is, when I mean, you can film anything you like. If it's public, then you can film it. But like I said, do you think I should mention it now, or should I just wait?
Let's wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
because we want it to get out there.
Yeah.
Because they've been dirty deleting. We know they have.
They have as well. Yes, they have. But you know what they say, don't you? I'm surprised that Jabba the Hoot hasn't explained, because he knows so much about IP addresses and about the computer world and the interwebs and everything else. What he seemed to have forgot to mention to these complete space cadets is that when anything that's on the internet is archived, and you can actually go into the archive, you know that, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So even if you delete it, it will still be archived.
The internet's forever.
Yep, because it makes a copy of it.
I do have to start wrapping up because I've got to
get. Yeah. Oh, Slug.
What's that?
The accusations about Slug's Jabba the Hutt accusing Slug of,
it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it's Slug. I don't believe Slug for a second started that website. I just find it very curious that website starts the same time as the hashtag Save Harley Grace website,
and which you actually did 3 months ago, probably even longer than that. The petition. So in it, that's that. Yeah, that's. And
remember, whenever we talk about Harley Grace, we're talking about little Harley Grace here.
Yep. And just one thing to the Hells and everyone involved, right? Just keep your chin up. Keep your chin up.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Are you going to be going live today?
Nope. But I've been going live a little bit too much the last couple of days. I think I need a break, and I think the interwebs needs a break because I don't think people can handle me that much.
I'm taking a look. I was looking to see if Spawn or Squid or anybody was live because I'd redirect. But I don't see anybody. But everyone should check out us when we were talking with Mr. Coop last night. That was a good time. At Mr. Coop, that was his
that was.
I did put a link to it in the community tab of the YouTube. On the YouTubes. I love doing that because it annoys people. All right, well,
just one more quick thing. I seriously think that those paracord things. I think you should key rings and stuff like that. I think you should look into doing that.
I mean, I've made them in the past. I just, if I do anything more, I do want to do something cool.
What are those little, you know, like these little necklaces or little bracelets you can make? I don't know what they're called, but they have these little emblems, and you can get like, you know, various different emblems like Veteran Nation or AVA or Minnesota. Also, guys, remember Minnesota.
Black
remember
TC.
Yeah. Have you still got that link? Have you?
I do. Let me pull it up here.
Just.
Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, just remember TC's wife last Wednesday had a serious heart attack. She is all right. I think they're back home now, but they're going to need a little bit of support from everybody. If you're willing to, like, you know, dish out a couple of bucks, you know, everything counts, and also prayers and thoughts, you know, of her recovery. So if you can take that time, would really appreciate it.
We've already raised $1,300 for their family, lost income and some insurance things. Sorry, I put the YouTube link, and that's super long. So here's the Give Send Go link right here. If you can just give a couple dollars, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, TC, he helps a lot of people. He does a lot of stories where people have been targeted by their government, where people have, you know, experienced corruption. So the fact that they now need our help, you know, if you can give something, I've given already once. I will be giving some more again. We're moving towards the goal there. He did not ask us to do that. Myself and Georgie, we talked about it. We said, no, we're doing this because he does that type of good work for people. And
you left me out of that conversation, didn't you?
Well, I mean,
I'd have been for it quicker than you could have finished the sentence. To be honest with you, you know. But you know,
the here, I'll show you the thing. Georgie made the image here. So it's a Give Send Go. But yeah, we did. She is home. His wife is home. She's doing well. So those are the good things. You know, we're gonna keep praying for him. That, you know, she has a full recovery. But
don't forget, you know, you're helping out a vet, you know, and just think about the most simplest, just a thought, a prayer, or a couple of bucks. And I'm asking you, and I live in a different country. I mean, let's be honest. Everything that we discuss is international, right? And I don't usually ask for, and I mean, I don't ask for a lot. Well, pay me $1 million. What?
I do not. So if you're on Twitter, it still says that it's November 19th coffee stream. I don't know why Restream. I'm gonna send them a message. It's not updating the titles, so I'll let them know.
I thought you had to do that yourself.
Yeah, but before I went live, before I even came in the studio, I changed the title. Then I went into the studio. It should have changed it on everything, but instead I had to manually change it on X, and I had to. Let's see what it came up on. Um,
I could have sworn that you have to change your title. I mean, like,
no, I did change it. I could show you right now on my thing. It says "Coffee with the Skipper, 21 November."
yeah. Because they have updated it. Because I mean, I haven't been on it long, but I did notice the change in it over the last couple of days.
And on Facebook, it doesn't show the title. It just says "Bring your coffee." So,
Talking about coffee, I nearly finished mine.
yep, mine's gone. So, it is that time. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I will be back probably later on today. Saturday, I have the military housing slumlord on. We're going to be sharing some of the problems within military housing. Lots of mold, lots of really horrible conditions that they expect our service members to live in. And that happened to me while I was in the military. So I definitely understand it. And I know that it's a major, major problem. All this taxpayer money, and they're not maintaining the buildings that, you paid for. They're not being good stewards of your money. So, and we're going to talk about, there's even a naval admiral out there telling family members of service members that they cannot talk to her. The military slumlord, Melissa, they're giving an order to family members saying, no, you can't talk to that person.
They can't do that.
Yeah.
And housing, military housing, that is a rabbit hole that even I am scared of.
That it's funny because I have a general trying to get this channel shut down. I have a general. He's actively trying to shut down my freedom of speech, and I will get into that. I'm being patient and I'm waiting. But yeah, the gall of these general officer ranks who think that they can do that. These 07s and above. They do not like your freedom.
Do you want me to do some digging on him, see if he's got any ghosts in his closet?
Who's that?
This general.
I think. Well, he's got some ghosts, and when I go public with what I have public, I'll be sending it all to the Armed Service House Committee. Is all I'm going to say. He is not acting within the law.
Yeah, it's and also it's dereliction of duty to turn around to a dependent of a service personnel and tell them they can't discuss something. That's
definitively conduct unbecoming. But
yeah,
we'll get into it. That'll be Saturday morning.
You always take the good words away from me. I always have to sound like an idiot. That's what officers do to people. They make you sound stupid.
You plugging anything?
Yes. Listen, guys. I know that, besides all this drama, okay. Remember, it's now getting very cold. It's getting really nasty out there. Regardless if you're in the States or here in the UK or anywhere in Europe, please go and pay it forward. If you see a homeless person, just go and check on them, talk to them, give them a coffee or something. And if any homeless veterans, try to do your best to support. And for veterans, combat stress and SAFA are your points of contact if you need to talk to someone. Other than that, please, remember that it's going to get cold. Just don't forget that.
Yep. And I might be back later on today. But beyond that, everyone, thank you for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Yeet.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awaking at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awaking at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awaking to lighten her load. America's awaking to lighten her load.